we're all having a good summer so far. It was a hot one, and it's pretty dark out here already now, and that's because I was out in the garden watering late. I got some pods I'm gonna try here, and what we got is a Variegated Habanero type that I got that I've been growing. It's a F2, so we're gonna try that. And I got some more of the Purple Cayennes. These are from a different plant. I don't know if we can see these guys, but these look a little bit different. Bit more of the basic cayenne shape. I already got them cut up because I just took seeds out from them to make sure I had those already, so we didn't have to waste time with that. So I got those. Then another Purple Cayenne that's not even ripe, that's purple from yet another plant, and this one just fell off, so I'm gonna just try it out. And then just a good old super chili here is kind of just a base note for me. These are usually where I start in the year. These are pretty high. These are around like 50, 60,000, I think, maybe 40,000. But they were pretty hot for me for a while, and that's where I started like building my tolerance with these. So I kind of brought that as a base. We're gonna start with the Purple Cayenne here. It's got a little bit of a dried out end, so we're gonna rip that off and just, yeah, this is just an unripe Purple Cayenne. Yeah, I think it's an unripe pod, unripe Cayenne at that. It's definitely got some bitterness to it. I think drying these pods unripe and purple might be nice, but ultimately you want to get them a little bit more ripe, so that's why I like the colors of the last Purple Cayennes that I had, because these ones go bright red. They don't really have as weak of skin as the last one, so they hold up a lot better, but also the plant was a lot less purple, so you know, not really my best on that factor. Actually probably the worst on the purple factor for these. I can't even remember how purple the pods were, because when I took them all of the pods were ripe on it, so we'll have to wait till more come on this to see exactly how purple it is. But it's got a nice shape, it holds up a lot better. I wish it held more purple, had more purple, but I'm gonna go ahead and try this and see how hot it is and how it tastes compared to the last one. Okay, they're still pretty soft as they get ripe though, just not as soft. Well, lots of seeds in that one. I did take seeds out, but not all of them. Ooh, that was really seedy. I mean, Cayennes usually are. Okay, that one had more flavor than the last one. It definitely has that cayenne flavor, so I like that. Again, it held up better. I did let these sit for a day or two on my counter, so they did get soft like that. So the skin is still thinner, but better than the last one. It just doesn't have the color I want. I'll save the seeds just in case. Maybe I feel like the flavor and the heat is right on this for a cayenne for me. A little lower on the cayenne scale, but definitely higher than the last one. So yeah, ultimately I like these Purple Cayennes and flavor and texture and stuff better than the last ones, but you know, the heat's there. The super chili should be around the cayenne level usually. Maybe kind of a little less hot than these personally from my experience, but you know. So I think we're gonna go ahead and do the super chili next. Just to level it out with these cayennes. So I love the super chilies flavor wise too. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Those are good. All right, let's see. So like I said, I think super chilies are around like 40 to 60,000, somewhere in that range usually. So about the same for cayennes, around that 50,000 mark. So yeah, the heat level has pretty much stayed exactly the same. So that's nice. That does tell me this cayenne has definitely got the heat that I want out of a cayenne. Now this one I'm a little more scared of because I'm pretty sure it has chocolate habanero heritage in it. It's a mystery pepper a little bit for us. We got 2 mystery pods. Well, 3 mystery pods, but 2 came from one plant and 1 from another. None of the plants were variegated, but the 2 pods that came from the one plant produce a bunch of variegated plants and some non-variegated, and a lot of purple and stuff. And the other ones are all green. We're waiting to see how those come out, but beautiful pods. I think this one might be a little bit hotter than these other ones, and I'm usually, not that it, haven't really gotten to the point of habaneros. I did eat like a half of Fatale last year. That was where I was capping out, so it's no time like the present. Okay. Flavor's good, definitely. Cool. Yeah, definitely. Cool. Okay. So this is definitely hotter than the super chili. Nice. It's nice. It's got good flavor. The flavor's similar to the super chili actually, but definitely more heat than the super chili. And I didn't eat the whole thing yet, so I guess I should do that. All right. Yeah, the flavor's nice on that. I do like it. What does that remind me? It's got a bit of a unique flavor. A little bit of floral tones. A little bit of that like Thai flavor. Some floral. I mean, you know, I guess honestly, if it is from the chocolate habanero, that would make sense. Kind of where the floral tones would be coming from. But yeah, ultimately that's good, and that's a bit of heat. It's hard for me to say at this point. With the super chili, you're getting around 50,000, 40,000 or so. That one's got to be at least double in the 80 to 100,000, but maybe even hotter than that. The heat is definitely still building. It's not going down yet. But I've been eating a lot of really super hot sauces, including a Carolina Reaper ferment. So my heat tolerance is definitely up still. I just don't know how far up. So that could definitely be habanero level heat. Ooh, yeah. That's nice. I like that. A very beautiful purple variegated plant, purple pods that are variegated. They come in pretty dark and purple. Like at first, if you first catch them when they're little buds, you'll see the green and variegation and white in them. And then as they grow, they get purple real fast. So by the time they're really noticeable pods, they are usually a dark purple. On most of the plants that I have, even this one, which had more green foliage than purple foliage. And this one had they ripened red, and so they go from that purple back to the green and variegated, and they're really pretty, and they start getting the oranges and stuff like that. And then they go into this deep red until they fade into a bright red. And you can barely see the variegated stripes after that, at that point. And yeah, definitely got some heat to it. I want to say this is probably around 100,000 or so. It's got to be around a low habanero heat. But it's hard to say exactly. The season's still young. Got some more pods from that project. Those ones were upright as well, and a little bit more elongated. Some of them are also more round and orb-like. Some of them are downward facing pods. Some of them are upward facing. My favorite 2/3 plants are all downward pods, larger size, not larger size, but like they look like a very habanero-like pepper. And so that's kind of what I'm going for, that size, that hanging down. Not really the uprights, but these are cool. They're hot, and they're a pretty variegated variety. So I'm gonna save these seeds. I got a few seeds from this one, not too many, but yeah, I got some seeds on that, and we'll see what comes of that one, if I grow it out or not, depending on how these other ones look. The other ones are really cool though, and I'm really excited to try those. Do have one from my favorite one, it has a pod ripening, and it's been a few days, quite a few days. It's been ripening a week or so, so some of the plants ripen a lot faster. This one is ripening a lot slower, which I kind of like, because that might mean it took some more of its Chinese traits from the habanero. If it is indeed from a habanero, which I do believe is from a chocolate habanero to a mystery cross. So yeah, we'll keep trying those, and yeah, I guess that was hot. It's coming down now, so yeah, I'd definitely say we're in the 80 to 100,000 on that one, but maybe more. I guess we'll eat the rest of these Purple Cayenne. A little younger. Still just as soft. Alright. That's it for today. Thanks for joining us, or tonight, I guess. You guys have a great one. And happy gardening out there. Catch you around.